All right. All right. Yes, this is a spaghetti sauce jar. I'm in my repurposing era. Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you've never been here before, I'm Fat Sajak, and I am your resident teen mom lady these days. A couple of things before we get started. Number one, subscribe. Seriously, subscribe. Anyway, today we're here to watch another episode of Teen Mom. So I hope you're excited. I am, because I genuinely enjoy making these videos. We have been rewatching Teen Mom 2, and we will, like I said, hit OG, Young and Pregnant, Family Reunion, the next chapter. We're gonna do them all, okay? So we are just about done with season 1, and we will also be doing the reunions. So if you haven't caught up with us yet, we are hitting season 1, episode 11 today. There is a playlist linked below with all of the episodes as well as all the other Teen Con mom tent I've ever made. And I think that's about it. I think the cropping on this one is a little bit wonky, but that's okay. We stay wonky here. You know what I'm saying? We surely do. Okay, so we don't really need to do much more housekeeping because I did it all in the last one. Make sure to like this video, and again, make sure you're subscribed if you like teen mom content or random pop culture content or random internet content or just snarky bitch doing weird sketches in your bedroom content. I'm gonna shut up now. Let's get into it.
Adam and I have been broken up for 2 weeks, and we haven't been talking, which is fine by me because it means more time with my friends.
I'm not gonna call you a liar to your face, Chelsea. I'm just gonna stir this coffee and assume that everyone knows what I'm saying.
Okay, I've watched this, and it won't come out of being yellow, so that's fine, right? I mean, it's nothing bad. I've watched it. I have to have an orange nipple.
I mean, you could spring for a new nipple. I mean, I know times are hard. But they're not that hard, especially for you, financially.
Adam left his car in my driveway and a bunch of junk in the garage. He hasn't tried to see Aubrey, and to make matters worse, he hasn't been paying his child support.
Mail, I got something for once.
You did?
Yeah, it's from social services people. Let's see.
Dear Chelsea, because there has been no payment in this case since 6/22, I am referring this case to our prosecuting attorney in Sioux Falls. A court date will be set, and Adam will have to be served with notice of the hearing. They're finally bringing him to court for not paying child support.
Woo! That's it.
Really? Like,
Yeah, I
they
guess.
are. Did you press charges then?
No.
She wouldn't even kick him out of the house. You think she's gonna go for legal proceedings at this juncture? Erica, our newly usable friend. Don't be a fool.
I think my dad kept bringing it up to him, like, hey, this guy's not paying money. So now they are just bringing him to court. Good.
Do they do that for, like, everyone?
I have no idea.
Oh, good. This is a blessing.
He owes a total of $2,109.45.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. Finally.
Yay.
You're gonna get your monies. High five again.
I mean, yeah, that's great. He doesn't have money, though. He's not working a job. They can't put a lien on anything. He doesn't own anything. You know? That's the bitch of it all. Also, I do think it's very interesting that South Dakota came for him for child support. I mean, I don't know what South Dakota's child support laws are like, but at this point, I do not believe they filed any sort of visitation because they were just together. Because typically, if you're going to get child support from the parent who's not the primary caretaker, you have to have, I don't know that you have to have a visitation plan in place necessarily everywhere, but like, if you have a visitation, there has to be some sort of legal thing there, because how would they know that they're not together? So it would have had to have been filed for at some point. Perhaps Randy filed on her behalf? I don't know. These are just my thoughts. Do you have any?
Yeah! I'm glad someone is stepping up to make Adam support Aubrey.
Because I sure as hell won't.
After Joe's outburst the other night, he and I aren't talking. But thankfully, his brother Junior is still willing to watch Isaac while I go to school and work.
And what is Junior doing? That's my question. I mean, that's great. A babysitter. Obviously, they're paying him for his services because Joe was complaining about owing him $30. But, like, what? Junior is home living off his parents. Doing what? Running a daycare?
I changed his diaper before we left.
Alright, cool. Everything's good then.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Because of all the drama between me and Joe, my mom wants me to file a joint custody agreement to protect myself.
Hi, sorry I'm late.
Who could have expected that?
How you doing?
All right.
I think that you should seriously consider some type of custody in writing as to who has Isaac when and where.
I like this old school style of editing too, where it's just like jump right into the conversation, like what she just said, like, oh, my mom thinks I should get this agreement. Oh, hey, how's it going? I think you should get an agreement about joint custody, or at least pretend that they had any sort of conversation first.
I think it's important that you have that in writing, Kaylin.
You're right. So how do I do that? I have Isaac Sunday night through Friday morning. Friday morning, I drop off Isaac before class and then pick him back up Sunday night. So Joe has him Friday night, Saturday night, and part of the day on Sunday.
All right.
I don't think that's a little too much to ask. Like, well, that's what we're doing right now, and it's not in writing, so I don't see why it would be a problem to get it in writing.
Right. The first thing would be to maybe contact somebody at the courthouse. They could probably guide you as to what you need to do so that Jonathan doesn't do anything stupid.
Yeah. He might make you live in a cave.
Because I really don't want him coming up with some harebrained idea that he wants to move to New Jersey and take the baby with him.
You're right.
Well, I know I'm right, and I lived it. It is necessary, and if he doesn't understand that, he can talk to me about it.
This must be what Kaylin refers to. I keep referencing this, like, trauma dump thing, where Kale puts all the candy in, you put all the candy in the bowl. Hi, I'm so-and-so, and when, blah, 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 this, and I brought the sour worms or whatever. She referenced being kidnapped at some point when she was, like, a baby. And then her mom found her somewhere in, like, Texas or some shit.
Corey and I got into a serious argument the other night because I'm worried we're rushing into getting married. On top of that, Allie has an upcoming doctor's appointment, which Corey can't come to because he'll miss too much work. But right now, we need to figure out what we're going to do about the wedding.
I've been thinking a lot about that fight we had. Like when you said if I didn't marry you, then I didn't love you.
Oh, it hurt my feelings.
Well, it hurt my feelings that you would say that. You don't have to marry someone to love them.
I know, but I feel like that with all the stuff we're going through, why would you just cut it off?
That's a valid question. I don't know if in their talks or their arguments, they're, like, Leah's actually expressing, like, what about it feels so quick, or, like, what about it makes her uncomfortable, because, like, if it's just making that commitment for the rest of your life, like, that's something that Corey should be able to understand. I don't know. I always wanted more information here, because I always feel like Leah snaps into reality at the last minute, and Corey's like, well, wait, I was just very indifferent to this idea 4 seconds ago, so if you don't want to do it, that means you don't love me. Like, and it just seemed like one of those really weird transitions. I really do need to read Leah's book, because I only know, the highlights of it, but maybe I should. Maybe we could have a Teen Mom book club.
I know, but that doesn't mean that I don't love you. I want our wedding to mean something.
But
And
then
then,
why would you call it off then?
I want you to know that that's what you want too.
I do. I don't know that once we get married, that everything will be fine.
But, what if it's not?
It might not be. Because we might get married and it might be perfect. We might get married and it might be hell. So we just gotta know that's what we want.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. I think people put, and I think this has probably religious ties, because, the ceremony of marriage, I do believe is, at least the way we know it, is very much rooted in, a religious type ceremony. I feel like in modern society, in a non-theistic setting, putting all theism aside, I feel like we put so much weight on marriage Because the reality is in life, not to sound like a nihilist, nothing really matters. Yeah, especially now. You know, you get married and like it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. You know, shit happens. The very same thing could happen if you weren't married. There would just be less legal processes for the most part. And honestly, in this instance, the only real legal processes that would change with a divorce instead of just a breakup would be like physical assets. Because if you just broke up, you would still have to do like, you know, division of childcare and things like that, you know. And in some places, there's things like common law marriage where you'd still have to deal with that kind of shit anyway. I just feel like we put so much on the back of the concept of marriage. We need to level down the intensity of it a little bit, you know, because most marriages these days end in divorce. So just like anticipate the worst and hope for the best. You know?
Like, I know that I want to be with you for the rest of my life.
Oh, me too. That's why I don't see why you don't get married.
Because all of our parents have ended up in a divorce.
I know.
And it's like, I don't want to end up in a divorce.
I don't either.
Marriage, it's...
It's not a joke.
No, exactly. It's a big commitment and it's scary, okay? That's my whole thing. And I had all of this stuff, piling up on top of me. And I'm just going to say, personally, I got scared.
She's got all of, you know, Ellie's doctor's appointments and concern over her condition or, you know, development and all of that. And on top of rushing it, like she said, they didn't even get to, you know, send out their invitations. You know, they're rushing so fast, but for what? Like, slow, you can slow it down and, like, plan the wedding of your dreams. Or close to it, you know?
It's not just the wedding that's overwhelming. Allie's appointment is coming up. That makes it even more stressful. With everything said, I want you to know that I do love you.
Yeah, I love you. So what does this mean? Do you want to get married?
Of course I want to marry you.
Have I ever given you any indication I didn't want to marry you?
Really?
Yeah.
So, there's no more doubts.
No.
Me when there's definitely more doubts.
Since my mom kicked me out for using her credit cards and sent back my financial aid check, I don't have any money. So I'm staying with Keeper at his cousin's place.
What happened to your job? That you were only gonna miss one day of.
Whoa, slow down. Right. Keep going. You're good. Keep going. Keep going straight. Keep going. What are you doing?
Say right.
Oh my god, we just went the wrong way, Keeper. Now make a turn.
Turn here, and I'd have did it.
But lately, we've been arguing a lot more. So I went to crash at Amber's and to vent about everything that's been going on.
Hello.
What up, girl?
Well, I just got back from Jersey yesterday and stayed at a friend's house last night because when I was in Jersey, my mom told me that you took my credit card, so when I went home to see Jace, she started yelling and screaming at me and carrying on how I took them, and if I just admit to it, then she will drop everything. So now I'm like in this predicament where if I don't admit it, she's gonna go to the police and go in an investigation and hire a lawyer and all that.
Okay, but like, why wouldn't you just admit it? Because it's on fucking camera. Take ownership of something in your life. Start with your son.
If you do admit it, she might still... Yeah, and if I do admit to it, she might use that against me for the cops. I don't know whether to tell her.
Yeah, it would just be nice if you guys could have more civil conversations, because then you could decide what you think would be best to tell her if y'all could actually sit down.
Yeah, well, also if you could just like stop stealing from your mom and treating her and her son like shit, that'd be cool. That'd be a good start.
Talk about something.
Yeah, I know.
Without yelling and screaming.
And, you know, she kicks me out, so I get back, I have nowhere to go. And then my financial aid check comes in so I can go get an apartment. But she takes my financial aid check and she sends it back to the college.
Aww. Is that where we were supposed to do that?
I could have had an apartment by tomorrow if she didn't send the check back.
Yeah.
But just for spite, she sent the check back.
You definitely could have had an apartment, like, tomorrow. Because they wouldn't do, like, a credit check. They wouldn't do, like, a background check. They wouldn't do, like, an employment check. They just let you walk in because you have enough for what I can only assume is a month's rent at most. They don't require things like a security deposit. First month's rent, last month's rent. No. You could have walked into any kitchen and gotten a job. Oh, wait, no, that was Kiefer. Sorry.
Now I don't know what's going to happen. I have no money. I have no place to live. Can't even do my schoolwork because I don't have the internet. I can't see my child. She took my home away from me.
You know what? This is the kind of shit that bothers me. Is it's like, it's... Let me know. Let me know in the live chat. Let me know in the comments, whatever. Were you this, like... Because I know there's this, like... I don't want to call it a stereotype, but there's just, like, this... there's this, like, pillar of emotional immaturity in, you know, pop culture and whatever, and just in our lexicon in general, that every teenager is like, oh my god, you're ruining my life. Like, that's very much what I'm hearing from Janelle. And were you like that? Because I think I was probably like that around 13, maybe 14. I had a little bit of that. But how you can do something so blatantly wrong and also illegal and then blame the person you stole from for ruining your life. I don't know if I'm just old and I don't remember doing shit like that, but like, honey, I feel like taking accountability for our actions is one of the most valuable things we can learn, and one of the most valuable things we can teach our children, no less, as young as possible. Because otherwise they grow into older people that don't know how to do that. And then we've got a bunch of Janelles running around in their 30s having crying meltdowns for the purposes of TikTok. Janelle like filmed herself in her recliner crying, which means that she had to set up her phone, hit record, go back to the recliner, cry, like sobbing, full body cry, then get up and then go turn the phone off. I want that raw footage. That's what happens when you don't learn how to take accountability for your own actions. That's all I'm saying. That was a long way to go for that, but that's what I have to say. Can I just say, also, real quick, this is just like my happy place right now. I've been sick the past few days, and it's so hard to find moments of joy in the world right now. But like doing this series, a lot of you have said that like this is like your new like favorite thing, even if whether you've watched the show before or not. And I love that. Like genuinely, you're gonna get a genuine moment out of me real quick. Genuinely, that makes me so happy because this is cozy to do for me. Like I love this. This is so much fun. And like as much as I love ragging on Shane Dawson and Coley Ballinger and Gabby Hanna, which I'm gonna do later, I love doing this. This is so comfy and just like, I don't know, it makes me feel good in a time where nothing feels good. And for those of you who have said that like this has been kind of like a bright spot in this really shitty time we're all going through, I'm glad for that. So thank you for being here with me. I'm gonna need some more coffee soon, but let's continue.
Close. Who's cleaned you up and got you ready for momming?
I haven't seen Joe since our huge fight, and I have to do some research before talking about a custody agreement with him. But I need to get Isaac back, so I hope Joe is civil.
Shut up. Where's the munchkin? Saying goodbye to his grandparents.
Okay.
Want to just bring him?
Yep.
We love those frigid interactions. I am familiar. Though I'm often the frigid one.
You don't have to put him in the car seat. I have him in a new car seat.
He's already in the car seat.
Let's get you out of there. My monster. See ya.
Call parenting.
I was wondering how I would go about getting a joint custody agreement for my son.
We have a couple options for you. Number one is you can seek an attorney.
Okay.
Number two would be we have an attorney refile, or you could go on their website. After you print out all your paperwork, you're going to come to the courthouse. You're going to have the judge sign your paperwork, and then you're going to come down to the pathonetary division and file your paperwork. The cost is $142.50.
Okay, great. Thank you. Bye.
And just like that, you've got yourself a custody agreement.
Isaac, I didn't even get half the stuff she said because of what you were doing. Give me this plastic bag. You cannot play with the plastic bag. You are such a handful. Do you hear me? I love you.
Oh, I kind of miss the roly-poly, like, baby phase. Sorry if my lighting is going to change drastically. I'm using natural lighting today. Unlike all the other days when I use natural lighting.
I'm dropping Aubrey with my mom today so I can have lunch with my dad and catch up.
So how was Lady Gaga? Did you guys have fun?
Yep, it was pretty fun. It was nice to get away.
I should have gone with.
Yeah, you should have. It was like mostly gay guys and girls.
Oh, well.
So you'd have fit right
Would
in.
have been right in there.
I don't know. I feel like Randalicious would have been a fun person to go see Gaga with. He's like a big monster.
Studying, going for the GED.
A little rough. I hate school. And Aubrey always, she's just so distracting, Dad. She's so cute.
Because you gotta do it. You can't just...
I know I'm gonna do it someday. It's just like taking me a while to get to it.
Then do it.
I'm gonna.
The attitude! God, I know this is like the nature of their relationship. And like some like parent-child relationships are just like that, where you can be a little like shitty to them. Like, that sounds bad, but like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes there's a lot more like jest in the relationship. But like this attitude of like, I will, after she like demanded Lady Gaga tickets from him and he paid for a hotel, not to mention the fact that he's paying for her house and for her livelihood and her daughter's livelihood. You have to remember, this is season 1 of Teen Mom 2. I believe they got another $5,000 for this and that's it. Like, they were not making money hand over fist yet. His one prerequisite to living rent-free in the house that he provides for her to live with on her own, that she moved her boyfriend in after he told her no, was that she get her diploma. And then she decided to go for the GED, and she's... Like, it literally felt like 27 seasons before she got her GED. And I'm not saying that as a testament to her intelligence. I'm just saying, like, she procrastinated for so long. And listen, I get it. Getting things done with a kid, especially a toddler, around all the time, 24/7, is hard. But you're telling me that this grandpa and her mom, Aubrey's grandma, not to mention the times that Aubrey has gone with Adam's parents, you're telling me she couldn't get anything done then? Like, I know it's hard to prioritize the thing you don't want to do, but, like, just get it done. Then you could be in hair school. Like, it's so interesting to look back at this age, like, I'm 39, and to look back at, like, 19, I would have probably done the same shit. But, like, looking back at it now, I'm like, just get it done, and then it's done, and then you can move on, and you can do the things you want to do. Like, again, a long way to go to get to that point.
Sounds a single life.
When I'm with my friends, I act okay and everything, and I feel alright, but then I don't know, I'm kind of sad. I think it's because I always feel like it was my fault.
Oh.
And that's how abuse works. When abuse is working like it should, the victim feels like the one who is at fault. So, congratulations, Adam. You're good at exactly one thing.
You need to erase that.
Okay.
It can't be your fault someone else acts like an ass.
I know. So I'm just gonna keep telling everyone I'm fine, and then maybe I'll trick my mind.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I got a letter from social services saying he's $2,000 behind in child support, and they're gonna bring him to court.
That's a good thing.
It is.
Well, yeah, why should he not have to do it?
Like, what would happen if he didn't pay? Would he have to go to jail then?
Eventually, they got a special place for the deadbeat dad category.
Yeah, it's called society, unfortunately.
Especially when he's got money for other things. I mean, they see him.
Because he buys all this, like his four-wheelers.
Four-wheelers, cars, trucks. He's got money for all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, like, all this stuff, I hate all this stuff about him. And, like, I don't think it's fair that he gets to choose when he's a dad. Like, it's not like I get that. I don't get to choose when I'm a parent. And, like, I wouldn't even want to choose. Like,
you have to take control.
That's the thing, you know, I think that less involved parents or not at all involved parents don't understand is, like, when the, like, primary caregiver, however you want to put it, the primary parent, the default parent, when they comment on how the other parent gets to go do X, Y, and Z, and they don't get to do that. That's not that parent saying, I wish I could go do that. It's them trying to get the other parent to acknowledge the fact that they don't have to consider what happens to their child. They can just do whatever they want. It's hard to make that point to a parent who doesn't care, or at least doesn't care as much. You know, to say, I don't get to do those things. I don't get to just go do whatever I want whenever I want. But with the understanding that it's not a complaint about having to care for your child. It's a complaint about the other parent not having those same priorities. Does that make sense? It's a long way to go to say next to nothing.
Jay!
I bet by the end of this series, I could make an entire montage of Jace pulling down and hitting himself in the head with it, or someone else.
Real strong thing, you.
Kiefer and I haven't been getting along, and now he wants to stay 2 hours away with friends. I'm not gonna go because I've been falling behind in school, and I want to be closer to Jace.
Right. Because you're seeing him so much right now.
And I need to sort out this credit card situation with my mom.
Hi. Oh, Jace, you need to come over here. We need to talk about this big credit card mess.
Okay.
So, you gonna tell me about it?
Well, yeah, I did use your credit cards, but only to get gas and get food.
So you think $700 in 2 days?
I know I didn't spend that much money.
I bet you did.
Cash advances, cash advances, cash advances.
Okay, that's $421.
Purchases, $749.
No, that is $400. It says right there in bold
I don't have to argue with this.
You should be paying it with interest every day. $400 in 2 days alone is bad enough.
I didn't charge nothing on my damn Discover card.
Why are you raising your voice?
Ooh, that would have been the day I smacked the shit. Ooh, I would have ended it there. To be honest with you, I would have ended it there, okay? Okay, I would have ended it there. That would have been, get out of my fucking house and I'm gonna file a police report for you stealing my credit cards. I gave you one opportunity to right your fucking wrong, and you're gonna come in here and Dr. Phil me, get the fuck out. No way. Bye.
See, you're making him cry.
Here, come see Grandpa Mike. Why am I raising my voice? Because I'm trying to pay my damn bills and struggling with money, and then you go and you think that you can pay for your boyfriend because he's hungry? You know, while you and Kiefer are having a la-di-da time, I'm busting my balls trying to damn survive. I'm barely more than minimum wage.
Yeah. This was my point the last time. We had a whole discussion last time about Barb and her language towards Janelle, and you know, how a lot of the problems are mutual. They ramp each other up. There's a lot of escalation. There's a lot of yelling. But, like, this is the thing, is that, and I think this is just probably something that young people in general don't typically understand, is that that's $400 to Janelle, right? But that's another bill for Barbara. While Barbara's already struggling to pay her bills and make ends meet, she's also taken on the added expense, not to mention the physical labor, but the added expense of taking care of Jace and paying for his daycare, which is expensive. She has no consideration for anybody else. And like I said, there are a lot of deep psychological holes we could go down to as to why that is. You know, maybe she's born with it, maybe it's Maybelline, but either way, it's not empathy.
Okay. And then you have the nerve to take my credit card? This is the deal. Discover card called me. We know you have a fraud on your credit card, and they said if we ask you to file a police report, you must file it. I'm giving you the option to pay these, and then we won't have to call the police.
I will pay you in increments.
No.
I'm not paying. No, I am not paying
No.
you in one lump sum.
You're paying me one lump sum, but
No, I'm not.
Well, all right, then we're gonna go to court.
All right, then we will.
The way that Janelle just thinks that that's fine, like, you've called her bluff already, and she's got custody of your son. Like, what the fuck do you think is gonna happen? Do you think a judge is gonna rule in your favor? Do you think a judge is gonna rule in your favor? You don't have money for a place to stay, and you're gonna get an attorney that's gonna fight her in court after you provably stole her credit cards, after they could probably subpoena the footage of you using her fucking credit cards and saying that you have them? That's a lose right there, dude. And Janelle's an adult at this point. That's a big lose. That's a lose your fucking kid forever kind of lose. Like, that's fraud. That's theft. That's big time shit, dumbass.
I'm not gonna sit here and pay you one lump sum when I don't even know how much it really is.
Yeah, I don't want to hear this. Because you know what? You haven't been around since this baby's been born.
All right, yeah, that's enough. That's where Barb's losing me. Like, that's got nothing to do with this. I need Barbara to stop doing that. This kind of shit drives me nuts, because this isn't about whether or not she's around for Jace. This is about her stealing her credit cards. And I know good and damn well that a credit card statement has an itemized list of purchases with dates. Go through together and highlight all of them. Add it up. Charge her 60% interest and call it a day.
Oh, really? So he doesn't know who I am?
Yeah, I know she was being sarcastic there, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't.
He doesn't associate you with being a mother, Janelle.
Okay,
You're not the caregiver.
You know why you're the caregiver? Because you took custody away. That's why.
You know why? Because just when you pulled last week, that baby would have been in your car going to New Jersey.
I would not have take him all the way to New Jersey. Do you really think I'm that irresponsible?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I think you are the pinnacle of responsibility, Janelle Evans. God damn, girl. You know, I feel like accountability and self-awareness clearly go hand in hand, and Janelle clearly is not capable of either. The jokes write themselves. I don't even have to have commentary on that. That is too funny. Yes, I do think you're that irresponsible. And like, maybe it's a childish mentality, but everything Janelle says is like when she was trying to get a lawyer to fight Barb for custody of Jace, and she was having a consultation with the lawyer, and the lawyer asked her, you know, do you do any drugs? And she says, no, I don't, I've never touched a drug except for marijuana. Okay, well, we would need you to not be smoking marijuana. Oh, yeah, well, if I had custody, I wouldn't be smoking marijuana. Like, okay, but like, if I had custody of Jace, I wouldn't have driven to New Jersey. How do you figure, salesman? Because like, all you do is whatever the dick you're riding that week wants you to do. The way Janelle sees herself and the way she wants other people to see her, very trust me bro kind of situation.
Yes. All right, Mom. I'm done talking.
Of course, because God forbid someone tells you the truth about your actions and behaviors and how they affect other people, including your son and your mother and your family. But, you know, I'm sure Kiefer's waiting for you.
Done. That's it. It's over.
Okay. That would have been the second time I filed a police report. I'd also like it to be known that Janelle did not once, outside of going, Jace, greet Jace, pick him up, kiss him, hug him, hold him, walked in and out without saying a word to him. Actually, you know what? I'll go back one. I'll say Janelle definitely wouldn't have driven to New Jersey with Jace because she wouldn't have remembered to bring Jace.
Corey and I are back on track for the wedding, and it feels like I'm over my cold feet. But the appointment for Allie's second opinion is the day after tomorrow. We still have some last-minute wedding planning, so today we're going to pick out our cake.
Hey there! Here's some of my pictures. So you guys want to just take a look and see if anything strikes your fancy? Oh, look what he found. A camo WV?
Yeah.
Does that catch your eye?
Well, our wedding's in camo.
Is it?
Wow. Lucky lady.
I'm gonna let you all try some cake, okay?
You need a big glass of milk, don't you?
That's good.
That is good.
We're gonna be here all day. Let's just stay here.
I swear to God, please don't do
No
that.
squishing.
I ain't gonna do it.
Oh my God, that's priceless.
Why are you doing that at the tasting? It's bad enough luck at the wedding.
Tomorrow, my mom and I have to drive to Kentucky and stay overnight because Allie's doctor's appointment is early the next morning. So tonight, Corey and I are going to try to get our mind off things and have some fun.
Alright, you gonna see me fly like an eagle? Let's do it.
Remember when things like ice skating were fun? Oh, that's just like it's one false glide away from chronic back pain, you know what I mean?
I mean, are you ready?
I mean, I'm ready. I love Corey, and I know that he's the only one that I want to be with. We have a lot going on with, like, Allie. I'm going to get that second opinion tomorrow. But I'm scared.
I kind of figured you'd be scared because, I mean, I would be too.
You don't want to think negative, but then I know that there's something that needs to be taken care of.
For sure. And I will always applaud, the same way I will always applaud Kaylin for working her ass off to get to where she is now. I will always applaud Leah for her natural maternal instinct to advocate for her daughter and for all of her daughters.
Between researching joint custody, taking care of Isaac, and working, I've been falling behind on my schoolwork to become a dental hygienist.
Okay, but how long are you researching? Fill out the paperwork and take it where it needs to go. Like,
What is she doing? I want to study with Mom. No. Put your legs together. There we go. Can I study now? Alright, Isaac, just a couple more minutes, alright? You want to get out? You gonna study with me? Is this interesting? Where are you going? I thought you were just gonna help me study.
do they still make those giant laptops? Does anyone have a PC? I haven't had a PC in a long time. Do they still make those big old thick boys? I have a bunch of my old ones, and they are big old thick boys. They're huge. Thick boys.
Oh, we're done with the books. I know. Studying with Isaac around is pretty much impossible, and I'm starting to feel the consequences.
Oh, dummy. I'm just kidding.
So how's the dental hygiene?
I'm not doing any of the core classes for it right now, but I just don't know if I can pass chem. Even if I get an A on the last two tests, I'm not going to pass with a B or higher.
Have you seen Joe?
I saw him the other day for the first time in a while.
How'd it go?
It was kind of awkward. I felt like I didn't even know him. I went from talking to him every single day to not speaking to him.
Do you feel like that needs to change for Isaac? You
No.
need to communicate for?
Not really.
No? Okay.
I mean, it does, but, just the way she was, dejected from her answer. Okay.
Shot down.
Okay, I wasn't the only one that saw it.
I'm going to go to the courthouse and file for joint custody of Isaac.
Why?
Because I just want everything in writing so, we don't have to have this, tension all the time.
Yeah, this is just to make sure that he always does what he has to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Empty. Sad.
I'm feeling better after talking to my dad, and I'm trying to keep my mind off of Adam by focusing on the GED.
Can I have a turtle mocha? Medium?
Thank you.
Here we go.
Nothing says I'm gonna focus like bringing my toddler to a public place to study.
Where should we start?
Okay.
Are you gonna study? Animals. Aubrey. You can't do this.
I bet she fucking can.
Baby animals. You like animals. Look.
Meow. No. You stay. I'm gonna get you. Oh.
I like that she's just like a complete nuisance to everyone in that Caribou Coffee. You know, you got a film crew, you got a rogue toddler. The turtle mocha sounds fucking awesome though.
Oh, guess who's calling? Hello? Where have you been? Because I haven't heard from you in a while. Around?
Can I show you around?
No.
Why?
Because I have plans and you can't just like ask at the last minute.
Oh god, I hate that shit. Can I see my child in like 5 seconds? And then you say no, and then they're like, then she won't ever let me see my kid.
I have a kid forever. It's not much. You get her every day.
Okay, well, we have plans set for tomorrow.
Kind of dumb.
Hey, I don't know what you want me to do. You're gonna have to call like more ahead of time. Do you know you owe $2,000 for Aubrey? So when are you planning on paying some child support?
Oh, soon.
Okay. Aubrey. I'm trying to study right now, and Aubrey is not cooperating, so I have to go. I'll just talk to you about it later.
Yep.
Bye.
Wow. Another enchanting conversation with the suburban prince. Can't believe someone let him have kneecaps still.
Oh my god. I do think it's important for Aubrey to see her dad, but before agreeing to anything, I want to know what he's been up to. Say hi, Erica. Hi. We're doing some Facebook creeping on Adam.
Oh, ouch!
She can go on the floor.
Ugh.
Adam has a new girlfriend.
Yuck.
Yeah.
And they're living together. Do you see this?
I think she's a mix between a bulldog and a mouse.
One thing about girls in the late 2000s, early 2010s, and really any time before that, tearing other women down, it's an art form that we were good at.
Smoking cigarettes. He went from you to that.
Whatever tickles your pickle, dude.
Does that even bother you that he has a new girlfriend?
No. Like, not at all.
Good, it shouldn't.
Chelsea's such a bad liar. Also, I'm pretty sure she smoked at this point, too, so.
I just don't want her around Aubrey.
I wouldn't either.
I want her around my baby.
So do you care if she like goes over there now with?
Oh yeah, it bothers me.
Because it's a new girl in her life.
Yeah, and I want people going in and out of her
And
life.
who knows how many more he has.
I know. I can't believe Adam already has a new girlfriend.
You can't? Because I bet I could pinpoint when they started dating.
After the fight with my mom, Amber let me crash at her house. I know I need to pay my mom back, but I'm broke. So I'm having the college reissue my financial aid check.
We got 3 to 5 days.
And then we'll email you.
Alright, that's good. Thank God.
To make matters worse, I think I might have lost my job because my boss has been calling me after I missed 2 days of work.
2 days? Just 2 days? And you never, I thought you were going to let him know you were going on vacation. What happened to that, Janelle? What happened to that? Did you know that, you know, the easy solution to having the money, to paying your mom back, to finding a place to live, to, you know, being able to take care of yourself and buy all your weed is to have a job? Do you know you don't just get money for existing? I guess you do when you're on Teen Mom. But, like, most people don't just get money for existing.
Oh, Jack.
Hi, Jack. This is Janelle.
Hey, where you been?
You know, I have a lot of family problems that haven't been going on lately. Like, my mom kicked me out,
So
and...
you couldn't, like, pick up the phone and call?
No, I decided not to. That's why I'm calling now, just to clarify things.
To clarify that I'm a piece of shit. See what I mean? She can't take accountability for anything. She can't, not even an apology, which whatever, you know. But that's like everybody else's time, workload, no consideration.
Well, you just gotta take things a little more serious, young lady. You know what I mean? You can't handle a part-time job. How you gonna handle raising a baby? So.
Roasted. Roasted by your boss.
That's a full-time job.
Yeah, I understand.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Alright, well, good luck to you, and, next job you find, I just hope you have a little more respect to call people earlier.
Okay.
Alright, I'll see you.
Bye.
Aww. Janelle was so unjustly fired. Wait, was she calling from right outside? Maybe they didn't want to film. I can't imagine why.
Since I wouldn't let Adam take Aubrey the other day, he texted me asking if he could take her for the weekend.
Alright, bye everyone.
But he hasn't paid any child support, and I'm annoyed that he's already dating someone new when we've only been broken up for a couple of weeks. So today, I'm gonna try to forget about him by hanging out with Megan.
Feet look really smooth and like soft, don't they? Like, let's put some powder on those puppies.
Isn't this from earlier in this season when they went to get their nails done? Because I feel like it was. What is this editing?
How long does it take?
10 minutes.
That works.
You miss Aubrey.
Yeah, I miss her a lot. I don't know, Chelsea never lets me have her. I don't see why I can't have her one weekend. She gets her every day.
Yeah, it's kind of but
Big time.
so what are you gonna do?
I don't know. Right now I'm like $2,000 behind in child support once, so that sucks.
I already immediately forgot your name. Call this a red flag. Don't get domestic with him. Throw him out.
But I gotta pay it. It ain't gonna go away. So I'm looking for jobs. Applied at Walmart. I added up child support one day. I pay like $275 a month. For 18 years, it's like $52,000.
Yeah, and then imagine all the money that it costs to raise her all the rest of the time. Because child support is typically about 20% of your income. It's a lot more than that for the custodial parent.
It's insane, especially when you hardly get to see her.
I know. And in order to get to see your child, you have to go to court and pay even more money at the risk of even losing. It's just like throwing money out the window. It's hard for me, though. Because she's like growing up without me. Wasn't there for her first step. Something has to be done.
Yeah, like showing up and like making an effort and like paying your part and like being a parent. So you're right, something does have to be done, you piece of shit.
At least I got out of that house. A lot of fighting. There's more fighting than we were happy.
At least you're happy now.
Yeah. It's not going to be around more than 5 seconds, but like, have some self-respect. Like, you're sitting here watching this grifter-ass boyfriend of yours talk about his ex and how relieved he is to be away from her and how he's $2,000 behind on child support. Like, ladies, we need to stand up a little sooner, okay?
My mom and I drove 3 hours to Kentucky last night because Allie is getting a second opinion on her MRI. I'm sad Corey couldn't be here, but because he's taking time off for our wedding, he has to work.
How you feeling this morning? Couldn't sleep last night. You nervous about today?
No.
Yeah, a little bit. I just want to find out what's going on. Like, I want answers. I want to know if she's going to be able to walk. I want to know how long it's going to take her to progress. I want to know all of this stuff.
Listen, I love a mother-daughter relationship, but I think the last person I would let touch my hair would be Dawn.
Please, Dawn. It's Christmas.
No offense.
No, I'm feeling sick to my stomach. I hate this kind of... I hate it. I mean, seriously, I don't know whether to get nervous for the wedding or the doctor's appointment at this point.
Breathe in, breathe out.
Oh, my.
Yeah, my nose is dripping.
Okay. I'm like shaking.
Aliana?
Good.
Okay. Hi. Hello.
If you want to go ahead and undress her.
Okay. Hold on.
I know.
arms are shorter than what they're supposed to be?
It's hard to tell at this age.
Thank you. That's what I said. I always thought that was a really weird observation.
Go ahead and put her over on her stomach. This exam, what we're doing is checking her hip range of motion out. Sit up. Can you sit up?
She'll sit for a second. She's have to watch her.
She can't catch herself.
There you go. Good. I may get some new x-rays.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to go ahead and pick her up?
So cute. Little baby rolls.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna take a left.
Eliana. Hi. I need you to lay her down on the table on her back. We're gonna get a picture of her legs and a picture of her hips.
Oh, that was squishy baby. That was squishy baby. I already like all the doctors here better. I don't really remember this appointment very well. I wasn't there. I like them better. They're nicer, they're kinder. Maybe because it's Shriners and it's a children's hospital, I believe. It just seems like these people have seen children before. Like in general, in life, not just as patients.
I was hoping that making the trip to Kentucky for a second opinion would give us some clarity on Allie's condition. Her x-ray did show some delay in her hip development, but both doctors now agree that the next step is to see a geneticist.
Okay, so it was a fruitful trip with slightly more information to another doctor. I think that's great.
So what do you think about what the doc and everybody had to say?
I wish I had an answer and I wish she was fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with her bones.
Her bones are perfect.
Just the one hip, the bone's growing in the one hip, but the other hip, it's not yet. So they just want to watch it and make sure that that one starts to form as well.
The socket.
The socket, yeah. I was hoping maybe that they would say, yeah, she needs braces or something like that, because she pretty much told us evidently something is unusual about Allie, and whether it's slow development. I mean, honestly, not even the doctors know if she's going to be able to walk. They don't know. Because they can't tell, and we can't see into the future.
As a mom having so many like unknowns, that is scary, you know?
But of course, they're making progress and hooking you up with
that for answers.
connection.
She said that hopefully, she'll send us to a geneticist. I mean, I was looking more towards an orthopedic helping me, but I guess we just have to do what we have to do, I guess.
Pretty much.
I've been struggling in school lately, and I haven't had time to see Jordan at all. Between parenting, work, and custody, I think I'm trying to do too much.
Hi. I just want to drop a class. Okay? We are in a withdrawal period right now, which means you'll get a W, and it won't affect your grade point average.
Okay.
And which class is it?
Chemistry of life.
Okay, thank you. That's in as a W as of right now, so
Okay.
you don't have to attend the class
Okay.
anymore. Okay?
Thank you.
All right. Good luck to you.
Yeah, you too, lady. Is it the same lady from before, only with like an old lady wig and some different glasses?
I hate to drop such an important class, but right now I have to put Isaac first.
So how's school? Right now, I'm like so overwhelmed.
Is it because of the bump it in your hair right now, Jersey Shore? What the hell?
And I feel like I had to drop chemistry. I can't do dental at all without passing chemistry of life. And then like on top of everything, I'm filing for a custody agreement to protect everyone, and Isaac included. I figured to have something black and white saying who has Isaac when. Neither one of us can take Isaac from the other person.
So are you like nervous about going?
Yeah. I'm just concerned that when we go to court and like I'm telling them like what I see as like the custody arrangements, like I'm scared Joe will just like snap,
Freak
just, like,
out.
go out.
What are you gonna do if he does that?
I don't know. Like I don't know how to handle that. The look in his eye when he gets mad is like, it's threatening.
Yeah, but then you have to remember he's just a big old bitch who lives with his parents, you know? I mean, guys like that can be taken down with just laughter most of the time.
Almost like
He's not like that with the baby, right?
No, he's like so good with Isaac. I think like he's so unhappy with the situation that we're in that he doesn't know how to handle it either.
It's gonna get worse before it gets better.
Yep.
Yeah, most things do, unfortunately.
I can't pay my mom back, and I'm worried about what she might do. With Kiefer out of town and Amber not answering her phone, I'm not sure where I'm gonna sleep tonight.
Looks like Car City, babe.
Hey, Barbara.
Hi, how are you?
Doing good. Back again?
Back again.
I love this lawyer. He so reminds me of like a Nick Kroll character. And I don't know. I'm obsessed.
Trouble in
Sorry
paradise?
to say, everything was going kind of smooth, you know, and Discover Card called me. And they said to me, you know, have you used your card? And I said, I haven't used it in like 3 years. I'm paying it off. And they said, well, you have all these charges on it. And I said, what?
So they told you where the charges were coming out of?
Well, they told me one charge was Enfield, North Carolina. And I said, I bet you they went to New Jersey.
Did you talk to her when she was in Jersey?
She didn't tell me she was in New Jersey, but I told her that. I said, guess what? I said, Discover Card called me. The card is canceled.
The credit card companies are going to say you either have to file a police report
Right.
and take out charges, or you're basically saying that you're going to take responsibility for the debt that you basically let her use them.
I don't want to do that because, you know what, I'm barely making it take care of her baby.
The problem is if you take out charges against her, then she's going to even be more of a burden to you because she's even going to be less marketable to the job world than she is now.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying is like Barbara was always put in a shitty position. There is no winning for her. Like she can't get ahead because Janelle keeps pulling her the fuck down. The way the guys keep pulling Janelle down, Janelle keeps pulling Barbara down.
It's going to be more difficult for her.
So I don't know, maybe I can get her court ordered into like counseling or something. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Obviously, Janelle needs copious amounts of therapy, but the criminal behavior is a problem because it's not just going to stop with Barbara, you know, in theory and in practice. Like, it doesn't just stop with Barbara.
Hello? Are you all right?
Well, like sleeping in my car at the beach access.
Well, why are you doing that?
Because I have nowhere to go.
Well, where's Kiefer?
I don't know.
Well, do you want to come home?
Yeah, I would like to.
Well, just come home and I'll talk to you in the morning.
Alright.
Bye.
It's one lucky break too many, in my opinion. That's all I'm saying.
I'm going to court today to get a custody agreement for Isaac.
Isaac, did you go to the bathroom already? I can smell you from here.
Babies are gross. The sweetest little things, but they're so gross.
I don't get paid until next week, so my mom agreed to meet me at the courthouse and take care of the fee.
Can I help you? What are you trying to file?
Custody.
Okay. We're gonna need 3 sets. I'm gonna keep the original, you're gonna have a set, and we're gonna send a set to Jonathan. Okay. So, you get to keep this copy. This you're gonna send to him. What you're gonna do with this, you're gonna take all this to the post office, okay?
I mail this to him.
Correct. So it's $142.50.
Okay, so it's $142.50 for me to do half the work. F you, lady.
Ooh, close. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. Isaac, can you sit back, please?
And that was the last time Susie acted like a parent. We'll never see it again. That's not true. There's a couple more times, but like...
Adam has been asking to see Aubrey, and while I want her to be able to see her dad, I'm not comfortable letting him take her right now.
Oh.
Hi. You owe me over $2,000.
Oh, you, Chuck Daddy. I owe Aubrey.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you going to pay your child support?
No, not at the moment, as soon as I get a job.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll all wait with bated breath, because we know how that's gone so far.
Are you looking for a job?
Yeah, I am. I put an application, so don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. It's like Janelle. Do you think I'm that irresponsible? Okay. Surely won't, bud. Surely won't.
I'm just Got a pitch yesterday, you know?
Well, I honestly don't really care if you don't see her. If I have plans with her, I'm not gonna tell my plans just so you can have her.
Yeah, I figured.
Oh. And also, I don't know where you live or who you live with or who's gonna be around her, so that's another reason I don't really want her to go with you.
She's my child too, you gotta keep that in mind.
No, I don't think she does. Because you had all that opportunity for the she's my child thing. I think that's my favorite thing I've seen a lot of men do this, and specifically Adam does this, is that in the future he's going to say things like, yeah, I made bad decisions when I was young. You know, you can't hold those mistakes over my head. First of all, calling your child a mistake is not a mistake. That is a choice. Second of all, not being around for your child is not a mistake. It's a choice. Third of all, not helping financially with your child or the home you live in is not a mistake. It's a choice. Verbal abuse and cheating, both emotional abuse and cheating, both are not mistakes. They are both choices. These are all choices that he made. Granted, yes, they are young, but he's vile. You know, this isn't just like a misstep. This is like a lot of choices that have added up to show the people in his daughter's life, as well as the audience, what a shitty person he is. So the she's my child too thing is irrelevant, because if the child is your child, the child is your child from day one, or not at all. You know? Yes, there are some cases where like the estranged parent goes away and comes back and things get fixed, but I think that is more the exception than the rule, you know? So if you don't want someone to be concerned about sending your child with you, try being a better parent and a better person first.
Yeah, but you don't do anything for her.
Because you don't ever let me.
Okay. And then before, when you were living in the same house as her, what was the excuse then? Call of Duty?
Why don't you let me ever?
I told you.
She needs to see her father.
For what? For what? What does she need to see her father for? What positive thing is she getting from your presence? Did your parents ask you to call? Is that what it is? They miss Aubrey?
You don't act like a father.
Honestly, I don't think you should see her until you pay some child support.
Well, that's what you think, so.
Yeah, well, let's take it to court. I bet they'll think the same thing.
And you had your chance, so why would I trust you now?
Well, she's not yours, Chelsea. She's ours.
Yeah, but again, you were not participatory until it was convenient for you. So, sorry about it.
She's not all yours. You gotta get that through your big head.
Honestly, I think she's more mine than yours because I take care of her.
Don't give me a chance to take care of her.
You've asked one time.
Not to mention the fact that you lived there. I don't know how long that was in real time, but like, it was long enough to actually like fucking take care of your kid. Just saying.
I gave you a chance.
But I'm not gonna waste my time talking to you.
Alright.
You're just gonna sit there and act like a damn child. You have to talk to me normal.
I'm talking normal.
No, you're not.
Hey,
I know you. So I'm gonna get going.
Okay.
She's not talking normal, because why? She's telling you the things that you're not doing for your child for once? Even if she's doing it absolutely meekly?
That was a pointless conversation. Pointless. Ah! He doesn't act like her dad? Okay, honestly, as my friends and family, am I wrong?
No, he's not stepped up responsibility-wise. He believes he's a parent, but he's not. He has a daughter, but he's not a parent.
Yeah, same thing with Janelle. You can believe all you want. You can try to wish it into existence. You can pretend to be doing the things that you need to actually be doing. But until you do those things, until you're participating, until you're contributing, until you're someone that the child recognizes, you're no one to them. And you're useless. So that's that on that.
Is it bad that I don't think he should see her until he pays child support or something?
No, legally, you probably can't keep her from him, but you can make it awfully inconvenient. He wasn't there at 2 in the morning or 3 in the
No,
morning.
he wasn't. He thinks he was or something.
Yeah, that's the thing, is he doesn't think he was. He wants to trick you into thinking that he was. And that doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. The body memory of a parent who's actually cared for a child, that is etched into your body memory.
We're on our way back from Allie's doctor's appointment in Kentucky, and Corey is taking care of some final wedding details.
No button in that. No button? Yeah, you can't see the camera.
Oh, you can see the camera.
No, you can't. That's what camel's for, Papa Jeff, you silly goose.
A year ago, I didn't think we'd be standing here. We're in Texas. Things have changed.
You got more on your plate right now than I'd ever want to. One baby that's not as far as up to par as she should be. You got a stressful load right now.
I don't know how to explain this, but I feel like Lee, who is Leah's stepdad, he always just looks like he's underwater. I don't even know what I mean by that, but it's just how I feel.
I feel like I'm 40.
Thanks so much.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you again. Our wedding is only 3 days away, but right now all I can think about is Allie.
Allie girl.
You want to hear about the Shaughter's appointment?
Yeah.
I still didn't get any answers. You know, they checked her legs and stuff, and there wasn't anything wrong with, like, the bones. But they want me to go to a geneticist. They said to give us hope for her walking, she would have to be walking by the time she's 2. So we just have to work really hard with her just to get her to where she needs to be. I think my biggest fear was her not being able to be a normal kid.
We're not going to show that there's anything different. We'll make whatever's possible for Allie possible so that they can do what they want. I don't want her feelings to get hurt. I don't want her to feel different.
See, that's a dad who cares about his daughter. And even though it's sort of almost to a fault because he's sort of in denial about Ellie's condition for a while, it is nice to see empathy, sympathy, care after just listening to Adam squawk for a minute.
So that's why we're going to have to do everything we can to make her normal. But she is normal, but I mean, with
She is normal.
being like her legs.
I don't care what anybody has to say about it. It's still my baby. I will love her whether she can walk or not walk, and I'll be there whether she needs me for the rest of her life. I will be there.
And that is a parent.
I don't care if she's 50 years old and needing her diaper still changed. I will do that. Because I'm her mom, and that will never change.
That's a good mom. That's a good mom at a very, very young age. I mean, you have to think about your whole life changing. Not even just having a baby, having 2 babies and having 1 baby who you're trying to find answers about a potential medical condition. Like, that's a level of maturity that you can't teach to somebody.
It was nice to be able to come home last night, but I'm dreading talking to my mom.
I went to my lawyer to talk to him about you stealing my credit cards. And I asked him his advice, and he said to me, you will get charged with taking the card, and you could do jail time. As your mother, even though you're so doing the wrong thing all the time, I think the best thing for you to do is get in touch with the credit card company and try to make a deal with them so you don't get charged with credit card theft.
I mean, I don't know how that would work on a technical level, but I assume that that's what her lawyer advised her to do. And if you can't trust Nick Kroll, who can you trust?
I'm trying again to save your neck.
Okay, Mom. I'll call them. Okay?
So now it's up to you what you're going to do.
You know what I think makes this, like Janelle's segments even more frustrating? Is because you can tell that all of the recorded dialogue in, like, the intros of the clips are written by Teen Mom 2 producers, because she keeps saying things like, I know I have to do X, Y, and Z, but I don't want to face my mom in the morning, like she's going to be in trouble. And she shows up to these conversations like, okay, Mom, whatever, like, fine, I'll call him. Like, the juxtaposition between what she's being told to say and, like, what she's actually bringing to the conversation are so vastly different, and it makes her maddening. Just a maddening person to listen to.
All right. But you know what? I really am getting aggravated about this relationship with you and Kiefer, because if you weren't with Kiefer, I know you in your right mind would never take my credit cards without permission.
No. Kiefer had nothing to do with it.
He did though. Like this has been like a recurring thing, and it will be for many seasons, where she talks about the man that Janelle is with, whichever one it is, and how Janelle will bend over backwards to make this insert man here happy. And it's true. And even if Janelle doesn't see it, like, oh, I would have done that even without Kiefer being there. Okay, but didn't you also say that if you still had Jace, you would not have stolen her credit cards and gone to New Jersey? Like, whether she realizes she does it or not, and this is a sad thing because that's clearly something that stems from, like, abandonment, where her father's concerned, perhaps. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. But it feels like an abandonment reaction, which is to do whatever it takes to make the person that you love or think that you love happy. And if we're going by the edit itself, Janelle absolutely opted to take Barbara's credit cards because it would make the trip easier on Kiefer. It would make it easier on both of them because they wouldn't have to worry about money. And, you know, she bought food and she bought, you know, gas, and she all on Barbara's dime for Kiefer, to get Kiefer to New Jersey where Kiefer's family is. Like, this is like a level of denial that doesn't benefit anybody, you know?
He did not come in the store with me. He never swiped the cards. I'm the one paying it back. He's not.
But that's not what she was saying, though. The point was like all the way over her big forehead. I got a big forehead too, leave me alone.
I know, but ever since you've been with Kiefer, you're in nothing but trouble.
I'm not leaving him anytime soon, so...
What's happening to you? Your whole life is going downhill. And I'm so worried for you. What do you want, a life of crime and end up in jail?
Barbara, my sweet angel, I'm gonna hold your hand while I say this.
I just wish you'd stop seeing him and just concentrating on your college and doing the right thing. Grow up.
Period. That's all that needs to be said. That is all that needs to be said. Grow up. She didn't even list the child. She didn't even list Jace as one of the things she wants her to focus on. I want you to focus on your college, and I want you to start doing the right thing. Bare minimum shit. She's looking for bare minimum shit. Janelle can't even do that. You know what time it is. It's time for the outro with different music. We did it. We made it through another episode. And yeah, if you're enjoying these, let me know. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you're subscribed for more content. See the playlist if you need to catch up or watch some of the other videos. I did some deep dives on some of the girls I never really finished, but I will at some point. And yeah, I'll see you next time for another one of these. Get out. Let's be serious. Oh, I think we need to bring back shaming. I got stuff to do.
To find out what you can do to prevent pregnancy, go to itsyoursexlife.org.